There you go, now you can actually see yourself. Hello, everyone. You like your seat over there, buddy?
Oh my god.
Oh, hold on. You have audio playing in the background.
Oh shit.
It's okay. It was just
That is
like
funny.
me.
Oh my god.
You have me in the background twice. Just mute it. It's okay. Okay. For anyone here and everything. Again, this is just a little experimental stream for the collab. We'll just do some D&D talks. We don't really have anything scheduled on what to say or do. I kind of put my friends Frugi together last second over there.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay.
Oh my god, they're stick figures.
Well, do you like it or not?
Yeah, I do. I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Don't even do not do the Opal voice to me. Oh yeah, this is my friend Opal.
Hello. Hello. Let me stop. Not today. I don't think I can do it today.
Do you have any sort of little introduction you want to do or not?
I'm Opal.
There you go, buddy.
I'm a pain in Greer's ass.
Yeah, and it's okay. We'll just deal with like you have my audio in the background for Discord, but that's fine.
Oh, shut up. Oh, my bad.
Not your good. Because we'll get it figured out at some point.
I love
Yeah.
how I'm lighting up.
Yeah, don't you like it?
I do.
Okay. Do you like our little playmat here?
Yes. Oh,
We
you gotta run D&D again.
really do.
Ah,
Yep. So if it wasn't all self-explanatory, Opal here has been one of my players. Technically I have played with her before too, as another person, to which we had a very great friendship in that game.
you make August happy.
Don't you start with me. Okay. So, you know what? First, I can ask a few questions to have a little discussion. So first, I did a long-term homebrew that probably lasted over a year, maybe half a year after that. I'm not really sure. I know it was definitely over a year at least. But it was a homebrew for 5e, based off of my own world stuff, story building and everything. And it was also Opal's first legit time playing D&D, so that was a treat. Do you want to give like some of your overall opinions on getting into D&D? How things were, learning it and stuff?
Yeah. So I refused at first to play D&D.
Yes.
How stupid of me. And you were like, come on, just play it. You know, gotta play it again if you don't like it. I was like, okay, fine. You know, I'll type because I never role played out loud before.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, for the first few sessions, I typed and then I slowly started getting comfortable. And then I
That's
wouldn't shut
right.
up. I wouldn't shut up. I loved it. And I didn't understand how it worked at first. And I was like, what? How do I know what's going to happen? You were like, anything you want to happen can happen. And I was like,
You're like,
oh.
what?
I was like, Nani?
Oh yeah, so this kind of helps for people. We are also using Roll20, which is an online platform to be able to play D&D and other tabletop. So we would use Discord as our means of talking and then use Roll20 to play. So with Opal, I had personal DMs with all the characters in the server. However, Opal when we're playing live, would spam me in DMs asking questions. And every time I'd be like, you could just do whatever. And Opal's just like, what does that mean?
But once I understood, you couldn't stop me. I was a woman unhinged. That
Yeah.
had me hooked.
Whenever I do DMing, I try to explain as much as I can. And so if you have questions, I try to help you understand to the best of my ability and be patient and allow a lot of freedom like a child in a sandbox.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I went crazy. And I was like, wow, this is really fun. I can't wait to play every week.
I
And I
think,
do like oh go ahead.
yeah, I think another thing I like to do is in between sessions when it's like once a week and everything, I like to allow people to have moments where they role play on their own, as long as there's not like, oh, a battle and they're on a cliffhanger waiting for next week or something. If they're just going to bed for the night or closing out the day and it stopped and it comes to next week, I'll do it to where people can role play in DMs and like kind of do stuff on their own. And
Uh,
about that, how many times have you done that?
you spoiled me with character interactions because I'd be like, I want to do that. And you'd be like, can I get comfortable? Log into Discord.
But it
But
was also fun because it did develop situations where one of the fun times was when you ended up getting kidnapped
oh yeah,
and opening the next session with everyone trying to come together and just like, Opal's not here.
yeah. Hector was probably like, God damn it.
Yeah, no, but I think it honestly added a lot of creativity and world building, exploration, because you with this curiosity, because like I've always told her, even before I got her to play D&D finally, there would be a lot of writing and role play sessions. And I've known her for so long that I'm like, trust me, you're gonna like D&D. Your creativity, you're gonna like it.
You were right. You were right. I was wrong for denying it for so long.
But didn't you say it was like the factor of numbers? Or you're just like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I think I was more so intimidated by like the dice because I saw what the dice looked like and I was like, but
Yeah,
now I play in person and I know which each
I know.
dice means.
You went out into the world, went to your
Spread,
local places.
yeah, spread my little D&D wings and flew.
Yeah,
uh,
no. Because at least with Roll20, you could just do the like slash roll d20 or this and that.
yeah,
But I know you struggled a little bit figuring out the dice, and then after that, you're like, oh yeah, I'm in like 3 games.
yeah. I went a little crazy. I had to calm down. I didn't have no time for myself because D&D took over my life.
But that's okay.
Uh, that's okay. I love having D&D, so.
Okay, well, okay. Another question then. Since you like doing things behind the scenes, we could do like what of your top 3 moments of role playing between sessions, or at least one.
I have so many top moments. um, okay, but it's hard to rank them
That's why I was
because
like, you don't have to rank them, but you could just name off of you. Like, it doesn't
okay,
have
I'll
to be,
name.
oh, my favorite, second favorite, third favorite.
Okay, um, so I think one of my favorites is when she got kidnapped by Gula, and Gula was like, she went to meet him, and Opal was like, "I'm not your property." I felt so badass when I did that, and then Gula showed me exactly what the fuck she was.
You know what?
Um,
I'll expand on that. So, I'm very much, I let people get away with a lot, especially if they're a new player. And a lot of things that DMs do, some unfortunately try to powerhouse over their party members, where they're like, oh, well, you fucked around, so now you're gonna find out times 10. And I'm like, that's not really fair. But when there's situations where someone is testing their luck, eventually I will have to put my foot down. So, evil villain number 1, and Opal over here is back talking him. This is a very non-human and eats meat, any kind, was like, okay, punches through, eats a piece. Well, you're part of me now, so.
Oh, yeah, he showed her.
Yeah, which I think it was funny because not only you talking to him, but you did have interaction with some very chaotic neutral characters because that's when you did talk to Mora as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you heard a little bit about him and you almost stole some important earrings. I remember that.
Poor baby Mora.
Don't call the villains poor baby.
Poor baby. But anyway, uh, yeah, I felt pretty badass in that moment. But let's
Oh
see, what's
yeah.
my other? So my other top moment, and I wish I could draw this because I feel like it was such a turning point for Miss
Oh.
Opal. When I can't remember exactly what she talked about, but she went to Serdic's
Oh.
room.
I know which one this is because you asked me if I could draw it and I forgot.
Hell yeah. I wish I could draw though because I could picture it so well in my head. But
Mm-hmm.
where she takes a nap in one of his sweaters and like didn't you say there was windows where the sun was shining
Yeah.
in or something?
So
Yeah,
basically, in the city, a lot of the styles of this city, even though it's a fantasy setting, a lot of places are various degrees of, oh, this is like a medieval kingdom, this is an actual city, and this and that. And this place, they have the very ceiling wall sized windows.
yeah. So that was one of my top moments because I felt like Opal truly felt safe in that moment,
Mm-hmm.
and I wish I could draw it.
Yeah.
What's my other top moment?
Because this character that she's talking about, Serdic, is sort of like a captain in a way. I forgot the original term I used. It's a bit of it, where he kind of leaded this branch of shapeshifters in this area. So technically, since it's homeroom, I use different terms and everything. He technically was from more like a werewolf sort of hybrid thing.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Let me shut up.
you,
But,
you obviously thirsted.
I did. I miss you, Sardik. I miss you, Sardik.
Oh my
I have a
god.
cold, so I can't do her voice very well right now. But yeah. I think. Let's see. What's the other top moment? I think another top moment because I have a million of them and they're all like number one to me. But another one was when it was revealed that Bastion was gonna
Oh,
kill her one day, basically.
yeah.
And they were like, Opal, you have the choice. And you know what? Like, Opal felt like she was making the right choice for once. I liked that. I liked it because
Bastion was
she,
a whole case too because not only were you doing that, another person was doing their own like in between session thing. And then
yeah,
I ended up pulling them into a call to do an in between session sort of role play session, like a 0.5, you can say. Because they both of their private things met up.
yes.
And boy, did a lot of things happen.
I enjoyed it.
That character was killed. The host of the place y'all were at was very angry, which was an actual deity. There was a lot happening.
That was one of the top moments to me.
I mean, if you really have some other moments that you want to share, you can feel free to.
Okay. We're gonna circle back to Saturday.
Okay.
I liked it when, we did that interaction where Cypress was like, try to go undercover. And Serdic was around. I can't remember exactly what happened now, but Serdic realized it was Opal anyway. I don't know. It was just a good moment.
I don't really remember, but it made me think when you started with Cypress of the whole Cypress and Opal arguing whether or not Opal could see him because somebody's the reason why he got hurt.
Oh yeah. I mean, okay.
Our
Okay.
yelling match.
We can get into that. I felt like they were very unfair to Opal, but you know what? I still enjoyed the angst. I really did.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
for
I'm
everyone.
pretty.
I enjoy her playing when I'm a DM because there's been times where I would have to pull her into a separate voice chat to have a yelling match to figure something out, and then we'd go back and everything's calm again.
Oh yeah. I'd be like, okay, okay. And then we'd go back.
See, that's fine because it's like the whole meme of the whole, oh, it's funny, I'll let it happen.
I remember, so yeah, that was probably a top moment too, where about what she had to do for Australis, Australis,
Mm-hmm.
and I got it mixed up what she had to do, and we went into the other, and I was like, no, no, this is what you told me, and then you told me again, and I
I
was like,
think I
oh,
even wrote it out for you while we were chatting.
I think you did, and I was like, oh, okay, and you were like, okay, and then we went back, and we were all quiet.
All good, all good.
I was wrong.
Just hands kind of folded. I was wrong.
I was like, my feelings were misplaced. But yeah, the first Renai campaign, I think about it all the time.
And it did last over a year. It had to been like a year and almost half a year before
Yeah.
it was quote unquote season end.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, how did you feel about that season ending?
I felt hurt. I felt hurt.
Oh my god. I do want to say, because I won't mention their names, but we had two others in the party who did an amazing performance in that season finale battle, where one was on the verge of death, another didn't have healing. They were the sniper of the group,
Yeah.
because they did a blazing warlock, but they used like a homebrew version where they could conjure up any weapon, and they preferred to do like ranged like snipers and stuff. And his character was a female. I'm having a brain fart. He was a tiefling.
Oh yeah.
She was very motherly to the group, who was an ex like thief in a way, and then started to become very motherly in taking care of this newfound family. And the other was a paladin.
Oh yeah.
And the paladin was moments from dying from tick damage. Tick damage from death saving throws. Yeah, very bad. And the tiefling beckoned to their deity so hard and gave this big performance. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to need you to roll a D100. And you have to, and I was going to basically have it like this, because their whole thing was they wanted to use prestidigitation to try and put out the flames of hellfire. And it's like, technically, he kind of can't, but the way he was beckoning as this character was so heartfelt, and I'm like, all right, roll a D100. We'll see if your god hears you. And he would have had to roll at least a 99 to be considered a 100, or it was a 98 to be considered a 99, or a 100 to make it. And that's the first time I've ever seen someone roll a D100. And it was such a performance, and it was so good that I think the rest of us, including me, had to mute because I was crying.
Yeah, we were all crying that day.
Oh, it was a lot of pain, but it was so good.
It really was.
That was probably my longest campaign too. It was either 8.5 or 9.5 hours, because I know people were like making dinner while playing.
Oh yeah, we played from like 6:30 in the afternoon
To like 4 a.m. or something.
Yeah, we were. Woo.
It was long. That definitely was my longest thing, because it was the end one.
Yeah, I enjoyed it though.
Yeah, it was great.
It was. I enjoyed Aspen and Cadmus too. They were interesting.
Oh yeah. I wish we could have played season 2
I
more.
do too, but it's okay.
Yeah. That was okay. We did a whole, when introducing her season 2 characters, because season 1 character Opal got yeeted. There was a whole thing behind the scenes going on with Opal. Opal became an NPC.
Yeah.
And then your new character was part of this mystery that happened in season 2. Was someone who was going around killing innocents and everything, and they were trying to solve a puzzle and figure out who it was. And someone just had to roll a perfect investigation, and you could see in real time when the realization clicked. And Opal was like, "Hey, I would have used that one ability right now."
Yeah.
So her character vanished, and they realized that character wasn't the true character for season 2.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about being a good boy, but they figured it out too quickly.
You tried. You started to have thoughts like maybe you wanted this character to be good after all.
Yeah.
But then Cadmus was such a darling.
Oh yeah, Cadmus, my poor baby.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to continue that campaign. But then we were both players in a Curse of Strahd campaign.
Oh, that was fun.
One of my favorite parts was nearly getting one shot as the healer. I was literally automatic KO, almost just 1 point away. So I was going through my death saving throws and everything. It was a dramatic moment. But I like, honestly, I like how we had beef as characters, because we're always so nice to each other, and I'm like, I like this whole, our characters are kind of like having beef, but for weird reasons.
Yeah. August was just who he was.
Yeah, and Maverick was just like, he was very cliche. I'm the healer, so if you're pissing me off, you're not getting healed.
Yep.
Plus, everyone kept like splitting up, so.
I do want to play August again one day. I hope that person runs a campaign again.
Oh, yeah. They're really fun as a DM because they're just like me. He would be just like, you want to do that for sure? You want to fuck around? Yes.
I like August though. But he was eventually going to beg Maverick for help because of what was going on with him.
Yeah. Because, like, I obviously didn't want to out of character try to help you and everything. Because I'm like, no, I'm not a DM, I'm a player. Do not spoil me on your background stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just like, poor just DM that person, they can help you.
Poor Augie boy, he had a sad story. But he's okay now. The DM said he was fixed when he went home.
And it was funny too, because I didn't realize how good Twilight Domain would work with Curse of Strahd. I almost felt a little bad how broken it kind of was.
Oh, yeah.
But it's okay. I didn't go the more beefcake Twilight Domain that you can, because it can wear plate armor. It has that thing for that. Instead, I kind of made it backwards to where Maverick was more spellcaster rather than beat the crap out of everything.
Yeah. August was pretty good. I liked playing a bard. That was my first time playing a bard.
Yeah.
He was kind of pretty strong, actually.
Oh yeah, especially because you had your trident and you loved being able to poke things.
Yes, I did. His spells were pretty good because of magical secrets, what I chose for his bard. So, it ended up being pretty cool.
It's good. Fun background.
Yeah, he had like telekinesis at the end of the game, and that's good.
Didn't you also have Fireball? Or am I dreaming?
No, I had Fireball.
Like, I could have sworn there were times where you literally shot Fireball over Maverick's head.
Yeah, I did. I had Fireball. And I had Revivify.
You had a lot of things. Yeah, because there was a lot of times where with your spells and everything, I'm like, how is it I'm low on spell slots, but you're still fine? And I'm like, because I'm doing the pokey pokey too.
See, I'm gonna look at his character sheet. Yeah, it's still there. Of course.
Oh yeah, sometimes I'll go back and look at character sheets and I'm like, oh yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah. August was cool.
Mm-hmm.
He had a very shitty armor class though, so but luckily he was pretty. Oh shit! He had a 19 in strength.
Do you want to know how much I had in mind?
Hold on.
Hold on. Let me.
I should have talked more. I had a 20 in charisma.
You talking more was just talking crap.
Yeah, it really was. I had fear, speak with the dead, fireball, bestow curse, dimension door, guardian of faith,
What the
mislead,
fuck?
telekinesis, hideous laughter, hold person, invisibility. Yeah, I had a lot of good shit actually. I like
Okay,
that
never
childhood.
mind. I can't log into Roll20 right now. I'm dumb or something.
I could have took you out, Maverick.
You could, because I purposely wanted Maverick to have some oddities. He had to walk with a cane, and it was an amazing sword cane. And I didn't get to use my flight a lot because I wanted that to be a special thing. Like he was able to be more mobile without his daily pains debuff.
Yeah.
But I only used it like one time, maybe, or no, two times because I went over a wall at some point.
Man.
Is there, okay, another question. Is there a certain class and character mix up you kind of want to play at some point?
I, I, I know I want to play a bard again.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. He was actually pretty beefy. Um, I'm playing the druid in the Thursday campaign, and I like her pretty good.
Oh, which circle?
I think we made her circle of. Let me look. 1 second.
Is this an online or an in-person one?
It's in person, but my sheet is online.
Okay.
I think we just did circle of land because she's from a forest.
Mm-mm.
Huh.
I think one of the ones I eventually want to play is like, I know I do want to do a satyr because they're freaking hilarious, but I want to do. I can't decide if I want to make them a warlock or a wizard and have them be an extreme kleptomaniac, just hoarding everything.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I chose forest. Yeah, circle.
Yeah, and with the one person, if they DM'd again, because we were talking about that, and I was discussing between that. And one of the ideas was if I went warlock, the satyr would have had like a whole background of being kind of to themselves and being very angry at the world, but with this party gradually likes the party and gets to a point where it's like, oh, they're mine now, like all my little objects I collect. And if there's ever a point that someone tried to kidnap them or hurt them or anything, that my character would just go nuts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would have been a funny concept.
I haven't played a warlock before.
Oh my god. So, I play one in Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Solo Mortis. Or we've just been talking about some D&D campaigns that we've played from being the first time when I did a long-term homebrew that was like a year and a half. And Opal, my friend here, was a first-time player in it. So that was a big thing. There was a lot of teaching Opal how to play D&D
Yeah.
And Opal and I have known each other for years before that, of doing different written role play, this and that storytelling. And Opal, I knew would like it. I knew Opal would like D&D. Eventually gave in, played, enjoyed it.
Yeah. Enjoyed it is an understatement.
The constant, hey, let's do an in between session.
Yep. And if you ever run a game again, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Possibly, possibly. Like I was saying, eventually, once so I do have plans to get my VTuber model done and rigged and everything. And like I said, for you and a couple more friends, I plan to do at least PNGs for you guys. And if we end up doing like a little casual D&D game, that might be something for you. Yeah, D&D is legit one of the best things.
It is fun. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I knew you would like it because I know you like to explore and see if you can push limits.
oh yeah.
You know what? Also because that they just came in, do you want to give another moment that you liked in campaign one?
Sure.
Either an in
Uh,
between or just something that happened during session or what?
yeah. Listen, there's so many. I have to think.
Because you did interact with a lot of characters and a lot of villains.
Yeah, the villains just stayed being my besties in that campaign. Um,
I like when people like my villains, to be honest.
I liked that in between with it met up with the other player, and Opal tried to go out in the desert by herself, and she was like, "Go that, go that."
Yeah, so
Um,
Opal was calling out to a major villain because she was having a very upset arc. And the
yeah.
other player in the party was pissed, like, don't you summon him here.
Opal's like, "I'm gonna summon him." That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that moment. I enjoyed the moment. Was that in campaign one?
Which
Yeah, it
part?
was because I was playing Opal. I was playing Opal when we were at like
Anytime
that
you were
flower.
Opal, it was campaign one.
Yeah, the flower shop, and something was happening at Cypress's
Uh-huh.
building, the spider lady or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and you played that music, and I was like, I can picture
Lacrimosa.
this. Yeah, I was like, I can picture this so
Yeah.
well. It's scaring me.
Yeah, so whenever when I DM for campaigns, I do play music in the background. And for this major changing point scene, I had Lacrimosa from Mozart playing in the background, and she was DMing me as well, just like you're giving me anxiety, but this is so cool.
Yeah, it was pretty great. I liked that part.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, the whole thing was pretty great, honestly.
yeah, that's
uh,
good. Oh, do you want to say what kind of character you play?
yeah, I played a lunar elf
Which would
who,
like a custom subclass of elf for this
yeah,
homebrew.
um, who she was pretty rebellious against her parents.
What was your
Um,
class?
sorcerer, draconic origin.
Yeah.
Uh, I really liked she hid her little antlers with a glamour.
Did
That was
we?
pretty cool.
I know we kept like forgetting and switching if you were blue dragon or silver dragon.
I I think it was blue.
Okay, because blue is at lightning. I think I'm not looking at
Yeah,
my thing
no,
right
no, no.
now.
It was silver. It was silver
Okay.
because Cadmus was blue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. Because with Cadmus, you were like a few things. You had Genasi in you.
Oh yeah, he was a trap. If I ever get to play him again, I'm going to rob everybody.
Oh yeah, I like that you wanted to go with rogue stuff for him, and I'm like, oh, this is so fun.
It was
Because
it,
I know
it
for
was
a
great.
bit we teetered between you being a trickster rogue and being the magic rogue, and it's
Yeah,
like, no, I want the mage hand. I want to mess with people.
Oh yeah, he was something else. I liked having him count his gemstones before he went to bed.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite things with characters, having little things for them.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because it's
like
like people can be very cookie cutter with their characters, and I've seen discussions online where people get very elitist and upset if you don't go by numbers and try to min max and be the best and like kill everything. But whenever I play D&D or DM or play, I like doing more story driven things or making things more personality based. So yeah. What's your favorite D&D race to play like in general? Ooh, good question.
I
For
don't know.
for me, because even though I was a DM, I did enjoy making like full on character sheets for NPCs. I wouldn't make like the basic ones. I think I had more fun with warlocks, even though I didn't get to use them often.
Yeah.
What about you?
Uh, I enjoy sorcerer usually, but I really liked bard. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
What did I was just on his character sheet, but and I also liked playing rogue. Those were
Oh,
my top three favorite because it was fun.
so you like getting up to shenanigans.
Yeah, pretty much.
You
Like
like to get up to the mischief.
Cadmus's stealth was out of this world.
Oh yeah, I can see when you finally get Baldur's Gate that you're definitely gonna play either of those.
Yeah. Um, but sorcerer, I usually play sorcerer. That's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And then as for like D&D race, I enjoyed doing something different with Cadmus, having him half air genasi and dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And he had
Yeah.
the vitiligo on his face.
Yeah. That was a pretty neat feature. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
race was oh, that's a tough one actually. That's a tough one for me because I play a lot of tieflings, and I know there's a lot of people that say, of course, the more chaotic people play tiefling, but listen, I like the horns. I like being a menace.
Are you not chaotic?
Yeah, when it comes to alignment wise, I think one of the best to play is chaotic neutral. Well, at least for a
Oh yeah.
DM perspective, as a player perspective too.
Yeah, I liked playing chaotic. Didn't we have Aspen as like chaotic evil?
No. The whole thing with Aspen was he was chaotic neutral, but you could go chaotic evil or chaotic
Oh,
good in the long run. But it didn't get to that point
yeah. I
because
don't
you're
know. I kind of want to do that again one day
yeah. Yeah,
and try to
tieflings are
play.
awesome. Yeah, that's one thing. I don't know if you ever seen it with your IRL campaigns or anything like that, but there's subclass for Tiefling, Opal, that's Feral Tiefling, where it has different backgrounds and you can have more stuff poking out of you, like wings even,
Oh,
and duo tails and all that. It's pretty cool.
oh, no, that is cool. Damn, I'm looking at Aspen's character sheet right now. He was beefy.
Yeah, but you're also technically more NPC for Aspen. So I
That's
gave you a lot of cheaty stuff.
oh yeah, yeah. He had a lot of shit. A
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, another thing I like to do as a DM, there's something that's been discussed online as well, where it's funny if you give a player just this like insanely powerful thing as like a little treat just to see what they would do with it. That's usually me with items or spells and stuff, because I'm just like, what are you going to do with this? Okay, here's another question for you. What's an item or a spell that you liked using creatively or that you liked having as Opal or any of your characters?
Um,
Like a more role play sort of standpoint.
did I use with Opal?
Because you did have a bunch of random objects as well. Oh wait, no, I know one I can give for you that you can expand on. You had a thing for Opal only wanting to eat strawberries.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She really liked strawberries. She her little thing was that she didn't know how to talk to people, so she wrote letters to them.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, because Opal came from a very strict family background and was thrust into the situation of having to travel with people that are various degrees of like attitude. And
Yeah,
Opal had a lot of processing and figuring out life. So that was a
yeah,
really neat thing. And I give you a lot of brownie points of you just like, can I like go buy stuff to write letters with?
yeah.
It was so good.
That was her little thing. She would give them to people, and they'd be like, "What's this?" She'd be like, "Just read it."
I think it's a good way to like have a character communicate while staying in role play. Like, oh, my character has trouble communicating with her party because of feelings and
Yeah,
emotion. Writes them a letter.
yeah. She wrote a lot to many different members of the party.
Oh, you know what? I do want to talk about something with that campaign.
Oh,
I,
what?
whenever I put them in actual dungeon situations with like riddles and all,
Oh yeah.
I've tried to do riddles that were very like, oh, here's a fancy little line, and they would just have to do something, oh, like, oh, darkness and light or different elements or anything. And I felt so bad. I'm like, either I'm 200 IQ moaning, like, sort of. I felt bad.
Oh yeah.
It took over 30 minutes for just one little riddle at one point.
Oh yeah. We had a hard time with the elements thing.
And I felt bad because I'm like, I don't know if I'm like doing this too difficult or anything. And then afterwards, you're like, I feel so stupid.
Yeah, we figured it out eventually.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
okay.
I had
We were
faith
like,
in you
"Let's
guys. It was
do
just
it."
a matter of like, oh, this is actually more simple than it is.
We were like, "Oh, oh." Start pinning the blame on each other. Well, you.
Yeah, no, it
That
was
was
fun though.
no, it was really fun. I think I enjoyed though when we were in the city a lot because Opal just got to
Mm.
experience a whole new world.
Oh, yeah, different culture shock for Opal, definitely.
It was.
From her being around a woodsy area and traditional stuff to, oh, metal and glass everywhere.
Yeah. She enjoyed it though. She had the time of her life.
Mm-hmm. I do like that you were more willing to interact with NPCs, especially villains, because
Oh
people
yeah.
can definitely just be like, "Oh, that's supposed to be a villain. Let's find him." But you're like, "Wait, but what if I talk to them?"
Yeah. Was trying to seduce him. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you
uh,
kidding?
you can't see that my fingers are crossed. Um, but no, I enjoyed interacting because stuff would happen.
Yeah.
It usually got me in trouble, but stuff would
You know
happen.
what? But
It was
if
worth
you
it.
don't try to do a little bit of trouble in D&D, is it really having fun?
Yeah, that's true. I have a lot of fun.
Because
I get
honestly, with
trouble.
D&D, if you try to push roleplay and push the risky things, then who knows what you can have happen.
That is true. Oh, I was gonna say, speaking of that, another moment was when Cadmus couldn't sneak into Opal's parents' house. So he just busted the window and was like, "Shh" to
you
the
did the
baby.
you did a very the whole meme where the fairy is outside the window and just like, hey, let me in.
Yeah, he even gave her a rock as an apology. He probably took it back on the way out, though.
I thought you killed her.
No, 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 he didn't kill her.
I don't remember. I just know you freaked her out.
Oh yeah, because he held her in his arms and was like, "Shh,
Yeah, you were
hi,
doing, you were
Kathy."
holding her arms, you had her mouth covered, you're just like, shh, shh.
Yeah, he's
It's
like,
okay.
"Hi, Cadmus," and then he gave her a ruby.
Oh,
He probably took it back.
yeah,
I don't know.
probably. You were hilarious as Cadmus. You were just like, oh, I'm in a new place, I'm gonna steal what I can.
Yep.
And when you didn't have room in your bag, you would give it to other players in the party.
Hell yeah. Eventually, I was gonna have him rob a bunch of people and
Oh,
steal.
yeah. I remember you even wanted to try and steal from the party, and I'm like, you would ask me if you could do that in DMs, and I'm like, you can try. I don't think you
I think
ever
he could have
did.
got away with it. Yeah, I don't think I did because everyone wanted to like be like, "I'll kill you if you touch my stuff."
Oh, because one of them
Oh,
was a druid that could stay up all night,
uh,
so you couldn't do
um,
anything.
if he would have got them with his poison dagger, sneak attack them.
Yeah, that was another thing. I gave you an enchanted dagger for your starting item.
Oh, you gave me something else too, an
Yeah.
amethyst. That could have been really useful, but I would
Oh,
hesitate
yeah,
to
we
use
did
it.
change it. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was also to help you because everyone else was starting at level 10, I think, or at least, or
Yeah.
level 10 or something else. So I was like, well, I have to beef you up a little bit too.
Yeah.
Oh
I loved my Katniss.
my
I
god.
will play him again one day, and I'm gonna rob the whole party,
At
and then I'm
least
just gonna put
now
it.
I feel better that you, when we first started playing and I was teaching you how to do the character sheet, I felt bad that there were times where I just went in and filled in information for you because I'm like, you know what, this is just easier to do this for you.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do shit.
Well, it's okay. Now you can do it.
Um, but yeah, I made all my character sheets for my new characters. I was proud of myself.
That's good.
I was like, look at me go. I was like, Greer would be proud of me.
I am proud. I am proud because it's not only are you doing it on your own, you're having fun.
Heck yeah.
D&D is a very, in a way, therapeutic.
It really is. Oh, but
Mm-hmm.
my plan is for one of these campaigns, if one of my characters die, I want to play Cat.
Or
I
Caddy.
told the DMs though, I said, if the Aragonathi dragon thing won't work, we can make him just be an Aragonath.
Yeah. Because for ours, it was a whole story situation. So it's like, I don't know how a regular
Yeah.
DM would do. I'm just insane.
Yeah, but that's what I told them, and they were like, okay. And I was like, and he likes to rob people, so I was like, be prepared for that. And they were like, okay.
Solemn asked, did you ever do a LARP or only tabletop? Do you know what LARP is, Opal?
Oh yeah, I know what LARP is. Someone
Yeah.
invited me to do it here. Never done it.
Oh, I never got to. I want to eventually, but since I'm prone to heat stroke and where I live, it's super hot, I'm like, maybe only an
Oh,
indoor LARP, but at the same time, I just haven't been able to. So for me, it's only been tabletop stuff.
oh, yeah. I prefer just a tabletop. LARPing could be fun, but from
I
what I
could be
got
fun
into,
too. I'm very much into like I'll watch videos at times of people doing the whole Renaissance sword fighting and theatrical
yeah,
moments. I love that stuff. I'm like, I want to do it. Just
I don't know.
give me a sword. I don't care if it's fake. Let me run around with my cape.
I don't know. Last time I got invited, it was like deep in the forest, and I was like, there's moths out in the forest. I was like,
Oh, I felt so bad when I had moth NPCs. I
Oh
had
man,
forgotten that you hate moths, and I'm like, just don't look at it.
you should have seen them this year where we live at. It was bad. It was worse than last year.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I woke up in the middle of the night and there was one flying around my kitchen light, a big one.
Ooh.
Yeah, Andrew was home, so I said, Andrew, you gotta kill it. And he did. He killed them all for me, every single one of them.
Okay.
I didn't even have to touch them.
I think eventually I want to do larping. It might have to be an indoor thing though. I'm very fragile.
No.
Can you imagine if we still need to do the thing where we get to finally like do in-person D&D at like a hotel or something?
Oh, that'd be fun.
We'd just be yelling at each other.
We would. We would.
Ooh. So I don't know if you see the chat, but Solom says LARP is great. I live in Germany, so I can just go to LARPs in real castles, and it's awesome. That
No,
would be amazing.
I don't need to be allowed to do that because I would put on the longest princess dress I could find, and I would be like staring out to the forest. And
You
you'd be
wouldn't
like, "What's
even be
wrong?"
role playing and just be looking off into the distance.
Yeah, you'd be like, "What's wrong?" And I'd be like, "I'm in an arranged marriage," and you'd be like, "Shut up."
You're like, I'm in an arranged marriage. The one I'm betrothed to is not the one I love.
I would, and you'd be like, "We haven't even started," and I'd be like, "Whatever."
Oh my gosh. That would be
Yeah,
super cool. I do want to do a lot of EU traveling to visit a lot of old castles. That's like a big goal.
oh, that'd be cool though.
Yeah, super cool.
Fun.
Yeah, you wouldn't even be a part of the group, Larva. You would just literally just be like, I'm living my moment.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Yes, I'm living my princess."
I'd just be
I'd
a
be like,
gremlin running around and trying to find all the little shadowy bits that I can hide into.
"No, you wouldn't. You'd probably bother me. You'd be like, I've come to take you to your betrothed," and I'd be like, "Leave me alone."
Missus, you need to go to your betrothed now.
I'd be like, "I'm gonna throw you off the castle."
I'm literally just gonna try to play as like a goblin or something so I can squat down and like crawl around and you just be like, get away from me.
I'm like, I'm having my main character moment. Leave me alone.
I would very much have a Frodo moment. I'm just like, no. No, I would even be for it. I'd be just Gollum.
And, oh man,
We shouldn't be allowed to do that together.
we wouldn't. And then Andrew would walk around the corner dressed normally, and I'd be like, "There's my husband."
He's coming for me, and it's like, ma'am, that's not your betrothed.
I'd be like, "Oh shit."
This is the man I love.
I'd be like, "I have to go with him."
The rest of the group would be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I shouldn't be allowed in castles. Oh, it'd be fun. I don't think I'll ever actually LARP, but I'll play D&D.
I think the only similar thing to LARPing I got to do was one of the times when we were traveling to the islands in the Caribbeans. And St. Thomas had a lot of where you can get on these little pirate ships and they do like this tour where they act like you're part of the crew sort of deal. That was cute. I did that when I was really young.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, but I got distracted a lot. I just kept looking at the ocean. Yeah, they do a thing where you basically they put you on one of their still functioning like vessels. And there's like different ones. They have like merchant vessels. They have ones that are more fitted to look like a pirate one. And they kind of just go around the Bay Area there, depending on which island does it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like an hour or two, or depending on the tour. And you just act like you're part of the crew sort of deal.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's really cute. Sometimes if there's multiple tours going on at once, I've seen it from ship where they'll do like act like that they're having a ship fight. And they'll kind of like sail next to each other and do a whole yelling at each other and everything as if they're having a ship battle. That's so cute.
That is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Maybe I'll get on a boat and LARP as a or
Yeah,
be a
no.
princess.
The ships are really fun.
um,
Well,
there's a lot of. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
it's been an hour, so if you want to say any last things, and we can wrap up here.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I was just gonna say there's a lot of LARPing groups here actually.
Ooh.
Maybe I'll try it one time. Who knows? Maybe I'll love it.
Yeah, you can always have Andrew go with you, just in case.
Yeah, I could. But this was fun.
Yeah. We could always do this
I
again. It
enjoyed
was
it.
a little test thing. I only wanted to do it for like an hour. Eventually, we can, when I have PNG modeled for you and me, we could do longer sessions, have
Okay.
things I can actually write down questions and topics and stuff.
Oh,
If you
that
ever
sounds
travel to Germany, you don't even have to learn. Pretty much every town here has a medieval themed market every now and then, some of which are held in castles too, so you can just go there. Ooh.
oh, even worse. Even worse. I would be up in a damn pool. I'd be like, I'm in the market waiting for my lover.
There's this one place, and so we're both from the States, from the US, and I won't say where exactly, obviously, but I've been to this one town where it's more Alpine themed too, and they have a lot of mom and pop German shops and everything, and you could just walk down this road to everything there. It's probably one of the most quiet places I've ever been in the mountains, and it's actually like super sweet. We went to this one mom and pop bakery where this little old lady and older man were the ones that manned it. They had like one other worker that would do the cash register. They were so cute. Oh my gosh, the bagels were so good. They were so sweet. And funny enough, we didn't plan it, but we did end up going there during Oktoberfest. Oh my gosh, it was so spirited. It was so fun. Everyone was just having fun. They even had a shop where they made a. Well, they don't. I don't think they actually made them there. They probably got it shipped from Germany of where they would have like legit cuckoo clocks and everything. And I'm like, oh, they're so beautiful.
I know what you're talking about. I've been there.
Yeah. Yeah, you know the place. I'm just like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh. It's a little peaceful area. Compared to where I'm at now, I'm like, this is literally peace. Oh, they even had a shop where you could do axe throwing. I wanted to do that so bad.
I worked at an axe throwing place.
Ugh. Didn't you
Lived in
work
the
at one at one point?
Yeah, I did. It was fun. I got
That's
really good
cute.
at it. I could throw it with one hand and stuff.
That's cool.
But yeah, this was great.
Yeah, it was fun. We'll definitely do stuff like this more often. I'll actually have like questions and themes written down and plan it beforehand. This was just like a, oh, so when do you want to do something? Oh, I'm free today. Do you want to do it today? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. You just ask me anytime.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll have other themes. We'll figure some stuff out, and I think this will be the end of the stream.
All right, bye.
Bye bye. And I don't have an ending screen, so we're just gonna cut it here.
Okay.
Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Enjoy.